Ciao, amici. How we doing today? Got a little treat here, a little finger food, more or less. I'm gonna do some fried mozzarella sticks. Now, I don't know, we used to serve them, and I don't know if it's necessarily Italian, but if I call it Mozzarella Fritti, it's Italian, okay? And that's what we used to call it, okay? So this is what we got in store for y'all today. Some fried mozzarella sticks, or in Italian, Mozzarella Fritti, okay? We're on our way. I did a little twist on mine, okay? In that it's not just the fried sticks, it's a little bit of assembly, okay? Now, what I have is I bought a pound of mozzarella from the grocery. I cut it into 6 nice little sticks here, okay? What I'm gonna do is sprinkle a little red pepper flake on them. Can you sprinkle a little red pepper flake on them, as well as a little oregano on here, like that. And just to roll them around, give them a little kick with heat and a little bit of Italian spiciness to it, okay? Then after this step here, what I'll do is, this is some nice sliced prosciutto, okay? And what I'll do is I'll take it and I'll fold it over and I'll do a wrap like that and kind of squeeze it in my hand a little bit, maybe to help it hold on, but sometimes it don't want to cooperate. But once I put it in the flour and the wash, it'll all be good. All right. And this is fried cheese sticks with Italian season and a little pepper and prosciutto. I have a few of them here that I'll do. I'm gonna do just, a half a dozen and get them rolling. Okay. Probably the prosciutto needed to be sliced just a little bit thinner, and that would have helped them be a little bit more pliable. Now, at the restaurant, I used to slice my own, but I go to the grocery to get this. So, but you gotta do what you gotta do. But this is a nice little treat for a holiday. Now you can get these things frozen, pre-battered, and from the grocery or Sam's or Costco or wherever. Who wants that? Who wants that? I'd like to know. I sure don't, and I wouldn't waste my time with it either. So this is how it is. Now, this wouldn't take long if you had, for instance, you yourself and your partner or a friend or whatever, and y'all do it in a team, and y'all could do a little assembly line thing and have it all pre-battered and wrapped and pre-battered the night before you need it, and it wouldn't be a problem. No problem at all, because all you have to do is heat up your grease and drop them in the fryer in your little setup, okay? All right, now, what I got here is just some seasoned flour. I have a little egg wash here, which is just eggs and a little bit of water to kind of cut that stringiness. A little bit of different I have here is I have a breadcrumb mixture that I made, which is panko crumbs with Parmesan cheese, a little garlic, a little salt, a little pepper, and some fresh parsley. So this is like a panko Parmesan crust, okay, to get a little bit restaurant-y. Okay? Now, all righty. All there is to it. Just dust it with a little flour. Drop it. Okay? When you come out, always have kind of like one hand wet and one hand dry, or else you're going to come up with a clump of crumbs on your hands. All right. And it's a good thing that if you do this the night before, you could have your cheese really, really cold, because that's a good thing too, to have it cold from a standpoint of to get the nice fried color from the crumbs and a little melting gooiness from the cheese, but it won't come through. You know, it won't be melting and oozing through the crust when you're frying it. Another little trick you might do is just tap it on each end and give it a little more egg. And that way your ends are thicker and they'll hold together. All right. Okay, got the last one done. All right. Now, gently and carefully, you might want to use a pair of tongs yourself, but I'm going to put them in like this because I'm used to doing this. All right, got a nice fry going. We're going to fry them until they're nice and golden brown. Might move them just a tad in the beginning to loosen them, because we're not deep frying, and there would be a tendency for the stick itself to rest on the bottom, because in a deep fryer, your food, your product is going to float when it's done. But since we're in a little skillet type setup like this, little saucepan, they don't have enough distance for them to come up. So we have to move them and watch them a little bit. Or when you decide that you're going to do them in a little deeper pot, and you can add a little more shortening to it, and to enable you to let them come to the surface when they're done. Okay? But this doesn't take any more than 2 to 3 minutes. We're starting to come through with the cheese as it's melting. So what I'll do is I like to take the one that I see the cheese starting to melt through first, pull them out. Okay? Now, like I told y'all in the beginning, this is very simple, and it's so good too at the same time. All right? You know, the best recipes are the ones that are the easier and have the least amount of ingredients. Take my word for it. Take my word for it. Now, what we'll do with this is, ooh, wow, that one, crack right there, is I'm gonna get a little bit of tomato sauce, put it in a little dish, and do a nice little plate up. Hey, plating up here, y'all. Okay, nice little presentation there. Gonna put some tomato sauce in here, or red gravy as we call it down here. And then it's just a matter of enjoying what we've done. Okay? These are good, y'all. All right? So I want you to think about doing this and sending me a photo of it when you do. I'm sure they'll be delicious. Ciao.
Ciao.
Una mattina mi sono svegliato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono svegliato e ho trovato l'invasor. Oh, partigiano.